It's the day before Thanksgiving over here in the U.S. And yes, I'm still picking up pecans. It's only been about 15 minutes. I came out here with Trixie. She likes to chew on pecans. But let me show you how many I got. That bucket's almost halfway full. Come on, Trixie, let's go in. Let's go. Come on. Good girl. I picked up pecans all the way back to the house because I have a hard time ignoring a beautiful pecan on the ground. It's difficult for me to just walk past it and not pick it up. I feel like I'm being mean to it. Okay, so in addition to that little bucket, I want to show you the big box of pecans I have on the back porch. There's a small box that I'm working on cracking. I just started last night, just a little bit. I have another big box at church for people to take home, and I had another big box at church that people have already taken home. So let me show you what that's all about. So here's the big box on the back porch. Gotta keep that flap turned in. All those. It's a great big box. And there's another one. This is the third box. The little box I'm working on is a very small box. It's just this box. But these are the ones that have been curing the longest. Sorry about my dryer. And my little procedure here is to put them in this little nutcracker. Do this. Get yourself a pecan. I probably can't do this one-handed. Anyway, and then you pull it down as hard as you can and crack it. And then I put them in a bowl and I pick them later on. I do put a towel over top of when I'm cracking it so that the pieces don't go flying all over the laundry room. That's a real pain in the neck. So that is the pecan situation right now. And there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds more of them still out there that I'll never pick up. Here's a real quick catch up on this latest spinning that I'm doing. Oh, first, here is, oh, there's pigtails and stuff on this. I apologize. It doesn't look beautiful like the bobbins of spinning I see on the Facebook groups I'm part of. But here's the first single, which is the cranberry and purple and maroon and all that. I like the color combination on that. That's very fun. Now you'll notice this is a fairly thick spin. I am deliberately trying to avoid that thin, ropey, hard spinning that I've done before, like I did in this sweater. I don't want any of that again. I don't find it pleasant. I don't find it pleasant to knit. And so here, yes, this is a tub the spinach comes in. I was washing it in order to recycle it, and then I thought, you know, that's a really good container. See, here's the lid, the spinach lid. Although now it's mounding up, so I can't put the lid on it. But it's the perfect length for rollags. So now I've got a big old pile of rollags. Now I didn't use up all of the cranberry. Here's that basket. You can see it's smaller, but there's still a lot in there. Now I kind of know how much yarn it takes to make a vest. So I'll be able, it was 4 full spools, full bobbins of plied yarn. So that's something to think about, and then I'll know about how much I have and what I can make with it. To be honest, I wouldn't mind having another vest because I'm not satisfied with what I did on this one. It's too big. It's too wide. The reason the shoulders don't fit is because the back is too wide, the neck is too wide. So I wouldn't mind making another one and starting with a better size. So here's the other one. Now this doesn't look as impressive to start. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like when it spins up as a single and how they look when they get put together. That's the mystery. So I'm going to start spinning these singles today. Well, it's just a little while later, and I have my two singles. They look so different from each other. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? I think last time I didn't have I didn't have such a cherry looking single over here. It was a blend of a lot of different things. That's very colorful. It's going to be fun to see what they look like together. um, so that's what I'm going to do next, and then I'll show you what this plus this equals. Here's the first skein. Now it does have many of the same colors as my last yarn. It's a whole lot stripier, I think, and the cranberry and purple is much more pronounced than before, but I like it. What I'm really trying to do is to use up the fiber, this color fiber, and I know I'll get one more skein. I don't know how many I'll get. I don't know what I'll be able to make with it. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not averse to hanging on to yarn for a year before I figure out what I want to do with it, so we'll have to see what it becomes. But kind of pretty. It's the middle of November, and I thought you'd like to see that our fig tree is recovering. Underneath our fig tree, there are bulbs that come up, and I just noticed. These are, I think, called paper whites, and this one is blooming. Dear me, I do think that our bulbs especially get quite confused here. There's also a few other ones trying to come up right there. Not sure what's up with that. Those are daffodil bulbs that I planted. Although the chickens love to scrape around this tree now that I let them out in the yard, and so I've had to move quite a few. So here's another one, quite exposed. I've moved a lot of those that used to be underneath this tree. I've moved them into that little boat bed over there for better protection. My old herb bed is looking pretty sad. There's the comfrey. Here's all of my oregano. This is my thyme. It's still alive, but I'm looking a little sad. And I had lots and you see how the chickens have been scratching up really bad there. I had so much lemon balm here, and it really suffered with the drought this past summer, and I don't know if it's going to come back. There's some basil. It won't be around much longer after we have a first freeze. There's a little bit of sage. I'm hoping it survives. And on this end, where I used to have some mint that didn't survive, I have decided to put my pots of lavender. I was really in a quandary what to do with these pots. They will overwinter here, but in the ground, but I didn't have them in the ground. And I can't really keep them in the ground because it's too wet here, and I don't have a raised bed for them. So I decided to make an improvised raised bed. Adam offered to get, I'm trying to keep this pine straw in place. My chickens want to dig it up. He offered to bring home some more soil, but I really don't need soil around them. I just need something to tuck them in. And we have tons of pine straw. Lots of leaves, but I thought pine straw would make a better mulch. So I've decided to put pine straw all around them, and if that tends to go down or blow away, I'll just get some more. Hopefully that'll keep them for the winter. Maybe on really cold nights, I'll cover them with plastic. We'll see. But they do seem to be surviving. My lantana is also very late blooming. It's pretty this year.